Is God a tyrant? That's what we're going to talk about today on Catholic Breakfast. Not too long ago, I was giving a series of talks on prayer. It's called Soul Food. I was talking about how do you move from the experience of saying prayers, just saying words to God, to an experience of really prayer as a relationship with God, focusing on how there's this way of praying in the Catholic tradition where you experience God loving you, responding to you, giving you gifts in the depths of your heart through your own thoughts, feelings, and desires. What came out almost automatically in the experience of the talk was, is God that good? Does God really want to encounter me in all of my needs? I remember raising the question, is God a tyrant? And like probably most people that go to a talk that a priest is giving on a Saturday morning, people said, no, I don't think God is a tyrant. When I pressed the question, what became clear, I think, to me and to the people I was speaking with was how often we treat God like he is a tyrant, meaning that he doesn't want what's best for us. I think it's kind of like growing up with your siblings. Maybe you share a room with a brother or sister and you're fighting over things and you're kind of at war with your sibling. So you put the tape down right as a dividing line in your room and you say, like, you stay on your side, I'll stay on my side. Well, I think a lot of us function that way in our relationship with God. We sort of draw a line and you say, you don't come any closer to me and I won't come any closer to you. The fundamental question is, do you trust God? Do you trust him unconditionally? It's so much easier said than done. When Jesus says, what father among you would give his son a stone if he asks for bread, and he'd give his son a snake if he asks for a fish? I've always felt in my own experience with that image that Jesus is trying to first get our attention with a little sense of humor. I mean, just imagine, what kind of sick, sadistic father would give his son like a venomous snake when his son thinks he's going to get a fish, or he bites down on a rock when he thinks he's going to get a bread? But see, as soon as you kind of laugh at that image, it's as if Jesus says, but you act like God is that way. You act like God doesn't have your best intentions in mind. For all we can learn about the faith, all we can learn about the Bible, all we can learn about the spiritual life, which is so important, and I'm all for it, there's a bedrock question which really is there every moment of our lives. Do you trust God? Is God a tyrant? It's the most basic question really in our heart, and how we answer it affects everything in our lives.